piece of career advice I received when I was incredibly young was that anytime you get criticized, take a moment and assume the criticism is accurate. Assume the person criticizing you is right, just for a moment. And it puts you in a position of such thoughtfulness and maturity. It helps you think, one, if you disagree with the criticism, it puts you in a position to actually focus more on why, as opposed to just debating different points of view. And it also gives you the opportunity to realize if they actually are right, so that you don't put your foot in your mouth and you're able to be a little more thoughtful in moving toward a dialogue and a solution versus simply debating your lack of alignment on what they believe. And that is really centered around being incredibly humble and curious and realizing there's a lot to learn around you. And that has served me incredibly well with franchisees, with startups, in the boardroom, nonprofits, and in the private sector. For students and millennials, young people that are looking to start their own businesses, my biggest piece of advice is to keep the big dream. If you want to go on the moon, keep that picture in your head. If you want to change the world and solve the water crisis around the planet, keep that in your head. But don't toil and sit and think your way, hoping to get to that big goal. Start with something small. One project, one initiative, your city, just get started. And I have a lot of budding entrepreneurs say, I have this big idea and I'm struggling with how to do it, or I'm leaving college and I'm just not sure, what to do next. And my answer is, get freaking started on something. I don't care what it is, just start, because the faster you start, the faster you will know if it's the right path, or the faster you can pivot and get on a different path. And there is really something to the lean startup model and to having a minimum viable product. And if you sit and tweak when everything's in concept, as opposed to getting it really into some type of a pilot or a test or starting small, you'll never move as fast or as thoughtfully or get as many insights as you could as if you had just gotten started sooner. I did drop out of college when I was traveling around the world and opening up restaurants. And I often get asked, does that mean you don't believe in college? Of course not. I completely believe in the privilege that we have in this country and many in the developed world to have access to education. However, at the time I had a compelling alternative, and I didn't know that opening businesses around the world was my passion. There's no way I could have known that growing up in Jacksonville, Florida, the daughter of a single mother and an alcoholic father, and the situation in which I grew up. But once I started doing it, I realized I loved it. And so my advice to find your passion is to keep trying different things. Put yourself out there. You're not going to read your way into your passion. You're not going to sit and think your way into your passion. You have to act your way into your passion. You have to experience the thing that kind of sets your soul on fire, that you realize that if you could live for free, you would do it for free. The thing that you seem to be able to do more easily with less effort than others, with more success. That intersection of your gift and your passion, and then hopefully you can find a need that also matches that intersection, or a marketplace that matches that intersection, but you have to act your way into doing it. And some of the ways I have learned to act my way into finding new passions or helping others do it is getting engaged in nonprofits, social impact initiatives, community engagement initiatives, because you are around mission-driven people. And you'll either align with that mission, or you will see what mission-driven really feels like and looks like, and that will reframe what that should be for you.